Hi, I'm Old Sneelock. Welcome to another episode of Old Sneelock's Workshop. Pretty good bearings. Did manage to get the treadles off, and I'm making a new rod to replace this one. This one has been badly beaten up and abused. It was a head on this side and a nut on that side originally, and then the nut broke off. That left one treadle hanging by a thread, because this was on the outside of the frame there. So when the nut came off, the treadle just flopped. But this end was worn and jammed into the side of the leg there. So I ended up having to file down a bunch of worn spots on the rod to get it out of there. But anyways, now I got both treadles out. I got one downstairs and one out here. I'm going to take them both downstairs and make sure that I've got this fixed up. I've got a new piece of 3/8 rod cut. I'm going to thread both ends. I'm going to put nuts on both ends of it. That way I don't have to heat it up and forge ahead on it. I could, but I don't want to. I don't think it makes it any better. I've got square nuts, so it's going to look authentic, and it should be okay. Moving along on the other treadle while I'm doing this. This was mostly, I wanted to get the stuff off and downstairs so I could work on it out of the weather, and I wanted to get the penetrating oil on the bearings. That's 50-50 down in there, because I need to get all these bolts loosened up eventually. I'm really impressed with how that wheel looks. The other wheels were nowhere near this good. I mean, the outside has got some chunks in it. That's no question in that. It's got some divots and dents, and I'm probably not going to be able to get this out because I'll lose almost 2 inches in diameter trying to get rid of that. I'm not going to. I'm just going to get rid of these divots in the wheel. I don't know why somebody engraved 4-7 in the side of it. That's what it looks like. So this is wheel number 47, I guess. Maybe they had so many grinders in a row that they needed to number them. I doubt that. I can't see a room full of 47 or 50 grinders and people treadling like mad banshees. But it's been an interesting thing. I'm really pleased getting this seat. I've got penetrating oil and bolts on that, and I want to get it off of there and get it on the anvil and get those wrinkles and dents out of it. But the frame is in good shape. Everything's straight. The bearings are amazing. I mean, they've got all their ball bearings in them. That is just Unbelievable. The one that I have downstairs that I had to replace the bearings on, the outside of this bearing had actually rotted away to the point where the balls fell out of one of them. I think it's just rusted. Left sitting outside and rusted. This one must have been protected somewhat. I think this part of the wheel sat in water. I don't know if it had a pan underneath it or what, but it's got a soft spot there and a soft spot there. I imagine there's one going across the side. And when I dress it down to round, it might show some problems. But I'm hopeful. But that won't be this weekend. On to bigger and better things. I got a big grinder to finish working on before I get too far into this one. If you have any suggestions for a new video, questions about today's video, or any of the other videos on the channel, just drop a note in the comments. You know I read them all. Thanks for watching. This video is not to be viewed by anyone under the age of 13 in the U.S. or 16 in the European Union, without the express written permission of the parents or legal guardians of the underage person. Such written permission must be on file at the local government entity in charge of enforcing the rules and regulations established by the FTC. Anyone violating these terms is admitting by default that they hold harmless the owners and operators of this channel. Any and all questions should be addressed to your local branch of the FTC.